this is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, my blog where I write about all the things that I have learned from and about the tarot cards, where I review tarot decks and books, and I also make videos via this YouTube channel all about tarot. I also do tarot card readings, and I also mentor and teach aspiring tarot students. So if you're interested in any of that, the links will be there in the description that accompanies this video. I have also written a book where, I talk about, or rather I show you how you can use, standard storytelling techniques to make your readings more awesome, more engaging, more interesting, more detailed, more in-depth, all of that. It's lovely. Check it out. It's on Amazon, so you can have, and it's also on Kindle. So whether you like paperback books or Kindle books, it's totally up to you. You can totally go check it out. All right, so here we are today. This is the end of November 2018, and we are heading into December of 2018. It shows how eager I am, I guess. So we are heading into December 2018, and I'm going to be doing my video where I do the the prediction for all the 12 signs. So again, before I start fast forwarding the shuffling and whatnot, I just want to say check for your sun sign, and if you know your moon sign, then check for your moon sign and ascendant sign, and combine all of that to get a more, I would say, I guess, as personalized as it can get kind of a prediction on this. But if you don't know your moon sign, don't know your ascendant sign, that's fine. Check for your sun sign. All right. And there will be timestamps in the video description, so you don't have to sit through this entire video. Just click on the timestamp and jump to the relevant section of the video that your sign's at. And of course, as you can see, I'm going to be using the Urban Tarot and the Under the Roses Lenormand decks for this particular video. We are going to look at all the 12 signs for December 2018. Alright, so I moved the camera a little bit so that you can get a closer look at the card images. Let's begin. First one, we have Aries. Aries gets 7 of Cups, which is reversed. Then you get Stars with the Tree. Alright, now the Tree is the health card. Alright, now Stars is usually good news coming in from various places related to your health. So maybe you could hear, Stars is also, internet sometimes. So you might hear some good news about your health. But the feeling that I'm getting is, I'm looking at the stars and I'm looking at, tiny various different points. So you might have some small health issues showing up around you. So it could be in your body too, or it could be maybe around in your family, because tree is also family. But what I'm sensing here is it's not that big of a deal, but there will be small issues cropping up around you related to health. Could be yours, could be related to your family. So just, and they're not negligible. I mean, they're small, And like, I mean, cumulatively they might become important over time, because so just watch out. So even if it's a tiny little thing, like even a little bit of a sneeze or a cough, don't ignore it, pay attention to it, take care of it. All right, even if and if you get some, and you might also overall somewhere in this whole mixed bag get some good news about your health too. Now, why I'm saying all of this is because if I look at this one here, the 7 of Cups, and this is reversed, all right? If you look at this card upright, you'll see this, just like all this partying going on. And I know that November has probably been a good time for you guys, where you guys have celebrated a lot. And December, again, there's a lot of holidays. This is the holiday time, holiday spirit all around. Overindulgence in all kinds of good things can sometimes cause health issues, can sometimes cause little issues, like maybe you went out on went partying and had a little bit too much to drink, and then the next day morning you are like feeling out of sorts, that sort of thing. But if you keep doing that over a period of time, what will happen, right? Think about that. So no matter what you do, there is a chance in December for overindulgence, maybe way too many parties that you are invited to, and a lot of drinking that you will end up doing, right? So watch out for that. And those could very well lead to maybe small issues, which when kind of bunch up together, they become a huge problem. So whatever, precautions you need to take, or whatever medications you need to take before you go for a party, or whatever medications or whatever whatever care you need to take of yourself after the party, whatever it is, don't skimp on that, and you might save yourself a ton of issues down the line. But for now, also keep a watch on how much excessive enjoyment you give into. All right, just watch out for that, Aries. In December, you are going to have a ball, but that might have consequences. So be careful. All right. Okay. Next up, we have Taurus. And Taurus gets the Knight of Wands, the rock star, with Child and Bouquet. Wow, this is such a lovely combination, Taurus. Again, you're gonna be the life of the party. You're gonna be the one, because again, it's the holidays, but again, we will be working. It's not like you're gonna be partying all throughout. The point is, in the month of December, you are gonna be so good, and you're literally going to be the center of attention, in the limelight. And why? For your talents, for your abilities, for your skills. Now, you may not necessarily be a person who is good at singing and dancing, but whatever your talents and skills are, they will be noticed. They will put you front and center. Now look at Child and Bouquet. Child talks about something that begins, that starts, that's, a tiny start somewhere. And Bouquet talks about achievements, happiness, and joy, and success that comes your way. So there will be some small, like I said, you are in the limelight, and you will receive some kind of appreciation for whatever it is that you have started, or there might be a small token of appreciation coming your way from all the people who have noticed your talents. So Taurus, you're the life of the party, so don't stop being who you are and what you are. And don't worry, you will receive the appreciation. Even if it is a small token, you will receive the appreciation that you need, that you deserve, that pat on the back, that little gesture even, that, hey man, you're good, we like what you do. All right, so Taurus, this is a good time for you. Okay, enjoy. All right, next up we have Gemini, or Gemini. How do you say it? And they have, Justice reversed with Mountain and Clouds. All right, Gemini, I will not sugarcoat this. I know you probably don't like anything being sugarcoated, or maybe you do. You're always in two minds, and that's precisely it. Justice card is reversed. Justice is all about taking decisions, and if you have taken a decision, acting upon it. All right. In the reverse, this card tells me that one of these two conditions have not been met. Either you are just procrastinating and not taking a decision about something, or you have taken a decision but you're not implementing it. One way or the other, because of this, inaction or indecision, you're gonna be, the whole of December, you're gonna be like, should I, shouldn't I, did I, didn't I, you're gonna be kind of pulled between two different ends, literally, and nothing moves. Nothing moves because here is the mountain and here are the clouds, right? Mountains are hurdles. Mountains are hurdles that stand firm. The only way you can overcome them is to cross that mountain or go around that mountain. But then how can you do that? Your path is all cloudy, right? So there will be hurdles, there will be confusion, there will be arguments, there will be all kinds of, disruption in your path, which will not allow you to move forward. So whether this is self-created or whether this is around you in your surroundings or in your circumstances, that is something you need to decide. Understand one thing, right? You can always climb over the mountain, and you can always go around the mountain. And the clouds will, float away eventually. That's kind of, the whole symbolism. But this kind of indecisiveness will ultimately cause your downfall in the long run. Or if you have made a decision, inaction, right? The fact that you're not implementing that decision can also cause long-term damage. Think about the problems that you are creating simply because you are not taking the action that you need to take. That is your month of December, Gemini. Oh boy. Be careful. The advantage of having a reading or advantage of kind of peeking into the future is this. If you know there's a problem lying right in front of you, what are you going to do? Are you going to say, that is my destiny, and be all dramatic and just suffer through it? No, that is not how I would look at it. What I would look at is, what is the root cause and the source of the problem, and how do I fix it? So Gemini, take matters in your hands and do what you need to do. The clouds will float away and you can cross this mountain if only you can, take that decision and implement that decision. And it will be hard. It will not be an easy task. I'm damn sure of that. But do it anyway. You'll thank yourself later. All right? Don't even thank me. Thank yourself for doing it. Doing what you need to do. Okay? All right. So the next one is Cancer. Cancer gets Valor. Ooh, 7 of Wands. And you get the Tower with the key. Isn't that amazing? Not only do you get the Tower, but you also get the key to that tower. All right. So Valor here, 7 of Wands. Basically, all your hard work, all your efforts, all the teamwork, right? All the efforts that you have put in kind of building that team, putting that team together, or working, even if you're, let's say, part of the team, working with your teammates and making or doing all the things that you are doing. December sees you coming together as a unit, as an entity, as a unity, really, and really putting your work out there, and success comes your way. All your hard work, it might require a bit of bravery, it might require a bit of daring, it might require a bit of creative actions or activities, but whatever you do, it will come to a successful sort of point. So go ahead and kind of just do it. Don't question yourself, don't second guess yourself. Now I'm looking at the clock tower here, and tower is an organization, so it could be the government, or it could be a big organization, or like if you're working in a big company, when I talk about tower, I talk about organizations that have a big stature, a big presence, right? So we're talking government, right? Whatever it is, this place where you are doing all of this, and here is the key. Here is how you will unlock it. So stand up together, get your team together. If you are leading the team or if you're part of the team, no matter what, come together as a unit and be brave, be daring, show your capabilities. But at the same time, if you need to move ahead, that is the key for you to move ahead, especially in your organization or especially wherever it is that you are kind of being part of as an institution. This kind of unity, this kind of togetherness, and this kind of sort of bravery or valor, really, as a unit, is going to be that key that takes you further, that takes you ahead, maybe even raises your chances of a promotion down the line in this company. So hang in there. Unity is strength for you guys. Okay, so make it happen. Okay, so that was Cancer. Next up is Leo. All right, Leo. This is my moon sign, so I'm going to have to pay attention. We have what? We have the Knight of Discs reversed. That is combined with the Grave and the Fish. Now, this is interesting combinations all around. The Knight of Discs reversed shows a gourmet chef, right? This is, again, very symbolic. The gourmet chef essentially gathers together a bunch of ingredients, puts it together in a very, very interesting dish. And everybody likes it. He's the gourmet chef, and he's very earthy. He's very connected to that elemental sort of energy there. Reversed, however, tells me that all of this putting things together isn't going to work. So Leos, whatever it is that you are brewing or concocting or cooking up, quote unquote, is not necessarily going to work out as well as you wanted it to or hoped for it to. All right, so be aware of this. So maybe instead of going all gourmet, you need to maybe keep it very simple. All right, maybe that'll help. Now look at this, Grave and Fish. Grave talks about something that ends, and the Fish comes after it, which is good in my opinion, because Grave is an ending, Fish is about flow, and Fish is also almost always about money. So about something, so money comes after whatever it is that needs to be wrapped up gets wrapped up. That is the whole meaning of it. Now if this was the other way around, we see Fish and Grave, so it means the end of the flow of money. But that's not what has happened. So that's why I'm saying thank God for that, because Leo is my moon sign too. One wouldn't like that combination. So putting all of this together, it's pretty simple. Keep it simple, Leo. All right. Don't go for anything complicated. Don't go for projects that involve multiple complex ways and means to get things to, put things together. Keep it simple. Keep it straightforward. And there's something that needs to be wrapped up and ended. There's something that's kind of, holding your energy. Maybe that's why you need to keep it simple, because you need to wrap this up. And once you do, when that kind of cycle sort of closes, that cycle will end, and the flow of money, the flow of resources, the flow of energy, everything, all that flow stuff will start flowing to you once you have wrapped it up. So don't focus on complex and complicated situations or projects. Focus on simple and straightforward projects. And once you have wrapped up all the things that you need to be wrapped up, things will start moving smoothly for you. So maybe December is not the month to try out the complex dish. Keep it simple. Maybe next month. Okay. All right. So that was Leo. Next up we have Virgo, and Virgo gets Six of Cups. Pleasure. Look at that, would you? Then we have the Stork and we have the Locket. Oh, now this is interesting. Virgo, all right? This is self-explanatory. This month of December is going to be pretty interesting, especially if you are in a relationship or you're looking to be in a relationship. You have good times ahead of you. I'm talking sexy times, all right? Lots of sexy times, lots of good times. Have fun, enjoy yourself. If let's say you're not in a relationship or you're not even looking for a relationship, you're just, single, happy, all of that, that's fine too. This card might indicate an occasional, dalliance, which is fun, have fun. Or basically, this card also talks about indulging, giving in to, or enjoying all the things that give you pleasure and happiness. So it could be literally everything. It doesn't have to be, all about sex, but I'm saying it's going to be glorious and exciting and interesting. So whatever it is that gives you joy, that gives you pleasure, that gives you happiness, this month, especially for you Virgos, is going to be it. Have fun. I envy you. Then you have the stork and the locket. Now the stork talks about transformations that take things to the next level. And locket talks about love and happiness and things that, bring you joy, happiness, things that you love, all of that. So you're going to be taking, things that you love to that next level. And you're going to be so happy when you do that. So if, like I said, if you're in a relationship, if you're looking for a relationship or you recently met someone, if any of the romantic situations show up, it is very likely that you will see things move into the next level, go to a more intimate, more profound, more deep, more meaningful sort of territory there. And you will find a lot of happiness there. Now, if you're single, happy, not ready to mingle, all of that, that's fine. All the things that give you joy, that give you happiness, that give you pleasure, that things that you really, really want to indulge in, go right ahead and indulge in them, and they will take your joy and your happiness to another level. They will really, really, you will be blissfully happy, Virgo, in this month of December. Now, one word of caution though, just because, all this very interesting imagery comes forth, and stork also sometimes indicates pregnancy. So if you Virgo girls out there are not looking to get pregnant, so make sure you are careful and you play it safe, because there is a likelihood of that happening. I mean, especially if you're not looking to get pregnant, be super duper careful when you're playing around. Okay? Because, that was actually my first sort of intuition when I saw this combination all there. I'm like, pregnancy. So watch out. So because if you're looking to get pregnant, this is a great month to try. But if you're not looking, play it safe. Okay? All right. So Virgo. Then next up is Libra. Libra gets the moon. Oh, I love this card. It's so dark and eerie. Then we have the rider and the ship. All right. So the moon is pretty intense really over here. I don't know if you can really get the full effect of it. But what I see here is a moment where you deeply trust your intuition, give in to your fears, or not give in to your fears. The moment where you deeply trust your intuition, look your fears square in the eye, or even, like she has done, make friends with them, be pally with them, So basically, befriend your fears and just be, in this darkness, the light will shine, right? Listen to your intuition here. Listen to what your intuition has to say, Libra. This month of December, you will come face to face with many things that, will scare you, or many decisions even that you will be like, oh my God, should I, shouldn't I? Being a Libra personality, it's going to be that tough, but go ahead, befriend that difficulty, make friends with it, be one with it, embrace that fear, and you will actually open up another different layer within yourself, and your intuition will shine through. Listen to your intuition, and you will see a very different view of things than what you have seen it or perceived it. And maybe you will learn something very, 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 very interesting. I also sense that you will learn some very deeply hidden facts about something or the other that you have, wondered about, and that might be something that somehow enlightens you. Now, I'm looking here also with the rider and the ship. Rider is all about news and good news. Ship is about movement. Ship is also about car. So if you're looking for some good news about your vehicle or your car or your transport or travel, you'll receive a lot of interesting news about these things. But ship also talks about business, and you will hear some, really good news about your business. Things will start moving forward for you. Now, so this intuitive, fearful decision could be about your work, could be about your business, could be about your car, could be about making vacation or travel plans. Whatever it is, embrace your fears, embrace the darkness, and open yourself up to your intuition, and you will receive that guidance that you need to receive. And go ahead and do that scary thing, and you might actually see something good come out of it. How's that? Libra, your December is going to be exciting. Next up, we have Scorpio. Scorpio gets the Prince of Wands, or the journalist, in the reverse. And he gets dog and ring. All right, these are good cards. Okay, now the Prince of Wands, or the journalist, look at him, right? This is a guy who essentially gathers information and sort of relays it or talks about it. His thing is as the journalist. So that's kind of, very symbolic here. He's going around investigating, he's finding the truth, and so on and so forth. And then he's sharing it with the world. In the reverse, however, he needs to be super duper careful what he's sharing and with whom. All right. So you Scorpios out there are by nature a pretty careful lot, but be careful again, and then a little bit more careful again this month of December, who you trust, who you share your information with, or even conversely, where you're getting this information from and the quality of this information. All right. Whatever it is, don't trust anything or anybody, whether, no matter the source of the information, the actual information, and who you're going to share that information with. Whatever it is, I would say in this month, keep it to yourself, because if you share it, you're going to land in trouble. Then I look over here with the dog and the ring. All right. Now the dog talks about a loyal friend, and the ring is a promise, right? Or it could talk about someone who who is sincerely all about, sincerely caring about you, and some kind of a promise, a deal, a contract, or even an engagement. So this month of December, all right, I sense that you might hear a lot of information, or dare I say misinformation, about this friend with whom you have some kind of a contract or even an engagement, or some this kind of some kind of a deal or promise with, and you might hear some kind of information or misinformation. And what I would say is, before jumping to conclusions about the loyalty of your friend, check that information over and over and over again. Sorry about that. So as I was saying, check that information over and over and over again, this angle, that angle, every angle, because it is very likely that you have been fed some lies, and you're going to distrust a friend who's actually been pretty loyal to you. All right. So be careful. I mean, yes, you Scorpios are by default a careful lot, but just be double careful, or I would say just hold your mouth. Don't talk about it. Keep your doubts to yourself this month. I guess eventually things will reveal themselves, okay? So whatever path you choose, just be careful. Do not doubt the loyalty of your friend. This person is genuine and sincere and loyal to you, okay? All right. Next up, we have Sagittarius, and Sagittarius gets the Princess of Discs, which is the kindergarten teacher, and she gets a journal and the fox. All right. So journal is actually, you can say that's the letter card, is it? 26. Yeah. Communication. All right. And fox. Right. Now here we are. Princess of Discs. So Sagittarius, for you, the month of December is going to be all about nurturing, growing, teaching, learning, right? Whatever it is that you do at work is going to be something of a very beautiful experience for you. Whatever that you do in your day, you're going to be engaged in a lot of learning and teaching activities. And not only are you going to be teaching and others are going to be learning from you, but it's also going to be the other way around. You're going to be learning from them as well. And it's going to be such a fulfilling and rewarding month for you. Really, it's going to be emotionally satisfying. Financially, yes, but emotionally even more so. All right. And it's going to be great. You're going to be really, really feeling so genuinely happy. Now, we see journal here, which is all about communication. And then we see fox, right? Fox is also cunning. Fox is also an employed person. So whatever it is, communication about the job is going to be interesting, or, writing stuff down in a very smart way is going to be something that the cards are kind of advising you to kind of pay attention to. See, whatever this job is that you are going to be doing, whatever this work is that you are engaged in all of December, make sure you document everything properly. All right. I don't know why this guidance is coming through. Maybe this relevance of this guidance will show up, in the following months down the line. But even though this is a lovely, rewarding experience all around for you, the cards are saying whatever happens, make sure you write it down, document it, and be very smart while you're doing that. All right. If you are an employed person, right, then definitely you need to play it very smart when you are communicating or documenting everything. Make sure you do that in a very, very smart manner, in a very, very, politically correct or savvy manner, right? How this becomes relevant, I genuinely at this point cannot sense, but the fact is that this guidance has shown up, means somewhere it will come in handy for you. So on the one hand, it's going to be such a lovely month with such rewarding experiences. But on the other hand, the cards are also saying be smart. Don't just say, oh, I had a lovely month and be done with it. Write it down and be smart and be savvy and a little bit cunning also while you are doing that. Or if there is any work-related communication that needs to be done, right, at the workplace or related to the work that you are doing, whatever it is, be very, very politically savvy, be very, very politically correct when you are communicating whatever it is, or emailing or talking or discussing or whatever it is that you are doing with, regards to this. Be smart, be savvy, be politically correct and safe and savvy and all of that. Just be cunning. There's nothing wrong with it. Sometimes you need to, use all the cards in your deck to get your advantage. And so that's the energy for this month for you. Okay, Sagittarius. All right. Next up is Capricorn. Okay, let's see. Oh boy. We have disappointment. Then we have sun and mice. Wow, Capricorn is my sun sign. Okay, so disappointment here is basically 5 of Cups, right? So this card talks about sadness, this clearly disappointment. It's not going to be Capricorn. This month is, and even, sun is all about happiness and joy and clarity, but followed by mice. See, this is that classic placement thing that I keep talking about, right? Had the mice been here, then it would be exposure of the thief or the loss. But now the joy is reduced or stolen away by the mice. Okay. Boy. Okay. All right. Look, this is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, disappointment. Okay. And again, there are coping strategies right here. It's not over yet. That's what I feel. I always like to see the positive. Okay. If you placed some hopes in some situations, in some relationships, in some scenarios in your life, saying that, okay, this will work out a certain way, be prepared, be ready that it may not necessarily go the way that you have hoped for it to go. So just knowing this, right? Instead of again giving in to despair and say, oh, my life, such a tragedy, and do all the dramatic poses around it, I would suggest be prepared for the worst, all right? Especially in situations where you have put in a lot of hope or where you are expecting a certain kind of an outcome, be prepared for the worst. So when it does show up, right, you won't be completely down in the dumps, right? It will be a disappointment, no doubt, but you will also be mentally fortified to handle it, to tackle it, to deal with it. And this is the point, like these situations show up in our lives because we are meant to tackle it. So December is going to be a month where, you're going to face a certain amount of disappointment, especially in situations where you may have placed a lot of hope. So be mentally prepared for this. Things may not necessarily work out the way you wanted them to. All right. Now, here's what I'm seeing also. The sun, which, like I said, is all about joy and happiness and clarity and bringing things into light. And that is taken away or stolen away or kind of reduced. That joy or that clarity is reduced because of the mice, right? Because you're going to be sad. So, whatever are the good, happy moments are, the happiness, the joy, the light of that situation is going to be, reduced because of this. Well, that's a natural consequence, but don't let these mice take away all of this joy, okay? If you control, this is something you control. This is not something which is completely out of your control, all right? So as I said, if you're prepared for the worst, and if the worst does happen, you still have things under your control. No doubt if you feel sad, you feel the disappointment, that's fine. Allow yourself to feel it, but don't let it steal the beauty, the joy, the happiness that comes from other places towards you. All right? So be aware of this and don't let these mice steal away this beautiful light of the sun. Right? That is all you can do. 9 times out of 10, really, the whole take control of your life or free will or destiny changing your life's path is all about how you handle situations, because that changes the consequences of those situations in many circumstances or cases. And that, there's a ripple effect of it. So this month is all about that for you, Capricorn. Okay? Whoa. Okay. This is for me too, right? Okay, so the next sign is Aquarius. And Aquarius gets the 5 of Pentacles reversed. This is a good card again to get in the reverse. Not all reverse cards are bad, right? Then you get the Garden and the Lilies. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles reversed. There are certain troubles, worries, issues, especially maybe financial or could be health issues that you are sort of dealing with or were faced with or were dealing with, okay, Aquarius, and you will finally see them start to get sorted in the month of December. What will also come to your aid or to help you is Garden Lilies, which is your friend circle, your network of friends, maybe at work or maybe just your friends around you in your community, society, group, whatever. And then lilies. So they come through for you. Lilies is something that, kind of bears fruit, or fruit is the wrong word, I would say, becomes, fertile, or fertility, or achieves success, but after a long time. So this thing that has troubled you, maybe your financial issues or maybe your health issues, which have plagued you for quite a while, you will start to see the solution or the end point, right? Like if you felt that, okay, I'm in this long dark tunnel and I don't even see the light at the end of it, this month you will start to see the light at the end of that tunnel. You will start to move towards the resolution or the solution, or start coming out of those problems. What comes to your aid, what helps are your friends, your family members, the people around you in your group, in your community, in your society, in your network, who really, really help you with anything, really advice, guidance, all the good stuff comes your way. And again, all the things that you have waited for since a very long time through your friend circle, they will start coming to you. So if you're looking, let's say you're in financial dire straits, you're looking for a job, then through your friends you will soon, and you've been really waited for a long time and given interviews and this and that, nothing seems to have worked out, but then finally, after a long period of wait, things start working out, and maybe someone of your friends or through this group, you will find out and things will get sorted. Or even for your health issues, you'll hear about, maybe a doctor or a particular medicine or a treatment or something through your friend circle. And something that has plagued you for a very long time you will start to see that, I'm not saying that it will get resolved this month, but I'm saying that you will start moving towards that resolution. You will see that little tiny point of light at the end of that tunnel. Be like, okay, finally, there is an end in sight. And you will, fresh burst of energy and motivation to move forward towards that resolution. So that is December for you, Aquarius. And finally, we come to Pisces. Pisces gets the Queen of Discs, or the Matriarch, in the reversed. And you get Clover and Snake. Oh, again, this is the placement thing, yeah? Snake is the cheater. Clover is the lucky break, right? So the lucky cheater is how you would actually just, if you had to translate this. But if let's say this placement was the reverse, the snake and the clover, that means you would catch that cheater in a lucky break. The reverse, however, means that it will not be a lucky break for you. Okay, essentially the lucky break of the clover is cancelled by the energy of the snake, and this is a betrayal that will feel really, really hurtful and bad for you. You will feel super duper betrayed. Then you have the Queen of Discs reverse, the Matriarch card reverse. So the Matriarch talks about someone who has a very strong feminine energy or feminine presence, and who kind of sort of rules over or presides over her family. And she is not just about, monetarily having that presence in there, but also emotionally, mentally, on various levels, she is the kind of glue that holds everything together. In the reversed, December tells me this card is basically saying that, this you being that glue that holds everything together in your family, in your surroundings, in your relationships, something unravels for you here. And it's going to be an unfortunate situation where you're looking at the snake card, the betrayal card, but again, it's preceded with the clover. So there's gonna be a very bad misunderstanding that's going to really, really create a lot of problems for you. Okay, see, like I said, the clover is the lucky break, so this is a good card, and then it is followed by the snake card. So this good is destroyed by this betrayer or betrayal, right? So again, I'm also now, like I said, if this card had been on this, other way around, that means there was a genuine betrayal or a betrayer, and you would be finding that person or that betrayal situation. Here in the other way around, it looks like you are, maybe this person is not a bad person. You're just perceiving it that way. All right, that's one sort of angle to it. The another angle is that this whole sense of betrayal, this whole sense of, the snake energy, it cancels out the good luck or the good energy of the clover. So the bad incidences will take away the good energy. And then of course we have the Queen of Discs reversed, which means you being the person who kind of holds it all together, especially in your family. Because of these this situation, everything will start to fall apart for you in all of those spaces where you are the central figure. So it's literally you are the central figure of your own life. So you will see things coming apart at the seams because of this perception of betrayal, or this, the sense of betrayal that you have received. So again, and again, I keep saying this, just knowing the future doesn't mean you're trapped by it. And 9 times out of 10, this change that you want to create in your future is all about how you are handling it, how you're handling this information that you're receiving, and also how you're going to take this information and react to it, respond to it, tackle it, and so on and so forth, right? You have every situation is, you have to deal with it on its own merit. Don't just keep flowing with the flow of things and say, hey, this happened, so this is how I reacted. No, you are a grown person, you are a mature person, you are a smart person, you are aware of so many things in your life, and so on and so forth. The point of having all this knowledge is to actually use it. So, you can't just say I'm a victim because I fell in the river and the river is flowing, so I ended up flowing. You know how to swim. Start swimming, either with the flow or against the flow, or to one of the river banks, and save yourself. Yeah? You're not completely helpless. So that's my point. And it's interesting how the river analogy came up, especially because Pisces, fish, right? So anyway, the point is, this perceived betrayal or betrayer is going to, is the sense of that is going to sort of unglue everything for you. It's going to, literally break things apart. So find out the truth before you let it overwhelm you. Okay, and then react accordingly. All right, so that was Pisces. So these are the 12 signs and their predictions for the month of December 2018. Also, if you guys are interested, I do card a day readings on my Facebook, on my Twitter, and on my Instagram. So whatever social media platform you like or you prefer, you can totally follow me over there, and you can, so if this was just like a big picture monthly prediction, but if you need like a day-to-day kind of prediction, you can follow me on the social media platform that you like, and you can get a daily sort of prediction. And what I do there is every month I take a different deck, and so you see how it's kind of learning also in a nutshell. There you see how I look at the card image, look at the story, and build the story and arrive at an interpretation or a prediction for that day. All right, and every month is a different deck, so that's even much more fun. So you get to see the cards up close of a different deck every month. So this is always something exciting to look forward to. So follow me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you feel that this is something really interesting, share this video with your friends on any of these platforms, and let them also access this lovely sort of prediction and guidance that has come through for me today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, because there's a lot more that I'm planning to do in next year, actually 2019. There's going to be a lot more interesting stuff coming up, so you can totally do that. Subscribe to my channel, like, share, follow me, all of that, and stay in touch. Comment in the comment section if any of this resonated with you. I'll really love to hear your thoughts on this. And again, tell me how this combination of these two decks, if you liked it. I quite liked it, but tell me your opinion. Yeah. All right. So I guess I will see you again in December with next week. So until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.